Hello, I am Alberto Cervantes Rodriguez. I am the creator of the ERP technology and business database technology that is used strongly by SAP, Oracle, and all these Indian origin IT corporates and others like UAD, Lawson. My technology was stolen at the Mexican company, the Mexican Petroleum Institute, and I requested to the Mexican government to give me a copy of the agreement between Oracle and Pemex and SAP and Pemex, and they couldn't find it. They were hacked, Mexican, Illuminati Military. This smells really fishy, and it's because they use bottom-up technologies, the ERP technology and business database technology, to put in bankruptcy all the Mexican government companies that belong to the Mexican citizens. Okay, it was incredible. The criminals, Carlos Slim, Salinas de Gortari, this company of Hildebrando, Felipe Calderón, and even the secretaries of the Secretaría de Programación en Presupuesto, and also Secretaría de Hacienda y Crédito Público, they cover up all these fraudulent and accounting frauds. And it's already 20 years since I created the technology, the ERP technology and business database technology. Same situation it is happening with the US companies to be moved to China or be moved to Mexico, where they are bankrupted using the Mexican Illuminati Military, as well as Illuminati graduates from University like Tesen, ITAM, Iberoamericana, NAWAC, Panamericana, and others. It's incredible. All these guys, they're working together. They put in bankruptcy the US companies, and after they are moved to China. Of course, they are protected by the skull bonds. As well, all the partners, a lot of small Indian origin IT companies registered in Texas, North Carolina, New York City, State of Michigan, State of California, with the help of the skull bonds to do these accounting and fiscal frauds and to destroy the United States and be replaced by China, Israel, and Switzerland. It's incredible with the help of the skull bonds. It is impossible not to do it in that way. Not even the Mexicans, not even the European. I think that Chinese might be something similar, but anyway. But only the Indians they can do that in the States. They're coming with their mother-in-law, with the mother, with the father, with the children. I mean, it's incredible. Never seen. Okay, only them. So they are really protected by the skull bones. And this Indian origin IT consultant, they don't have even a high school level, no a US bachelor degree. So they're coming from a system, educational system that is really bad. It's one of the worst one in the world. The universities they are not even ranking in the as a that's a good university. So no, Mexico was not considered to do that. I don't know why. Because I created technology, the ERP technology and business database technology in Mexico. So this is called once even there are even traitors, okay, to Mexico and United States, both countries, okay. So they help these Indian origin IT consultants to infiltrate the big corporates, government, and military with fake resumes, fake experience, fake credentials, fake education, even with the fake working visa because they're coming with the student visa that is allowed them to infiltrate the big corporates, government and military. It's incredible what is happening. As well as all their clients. We know that there are key banks that they are manipulating totally the economy. They define percentage to the Illuminati corporates to destroy any country they want. Today they are focusing United States to be replaced by China, Israel, and Switzerland. As I told you before, all the data processes are totally incorrect because they didn't use science and technology and industrial engineering. And you can check that, really easily. But anyway, I'm going to explain you how to do it. But this Indian Chinese Babylon black box is only using basic arithmetic. Not the US science and technology and industrial engineering that we used to have before 9/11. Something happened after 9/11 and we start using this Babylon black box that is destroying us. We cannot increase the productivity, the efficiency, the effectiveness. It doesn't work to define clearly the revenue recognition and pro costings, talking about others, among others, okay? And as I said before, you can check that easily. You're going to your hospital, clinic, and health center. And names and ISTE are so evil than can be given as a reference, okay? Anyway, this guy they cannot even make a good autopsy and define if someone is dead by natural causes or someone was murdered using nanotechnology, implants, or MK Ultra. Okay. As the father of industrial engineering has assigned, I recommend to get rid of all these doctors and nurses because they're working for the pharmaceutical companies and elite to kill us. According with the population agenda, to kill more than 95% of the entire population worldwide, according with the New World Order. They are killing us using, as I said before, nanotechnology, implants, NK Ultra, and other devices, and it's well known. And these doctors, they know what is happening, but they prescribe a lot of medicine that at the end is going to kill us. Instead of getting rid of these nanotechnology implants, MK Ultranox. Even as part of the chemtrails, all this vaccination process. So there are a lot of military in these Illuminati corporates working to get rid of us. This is so a huge problem that all the presidents, all the CEOs, all the directors are considered right now like satanic, diabolic, psychopaths, pedophiles, homosexuals, and they are like puppets controlled by the elite. They control all their necessities, including the basic necessities like poop and pee. So you can imagine the situation going to public events with diapers. Today we're going to talk about the situation of the White House. The White House protected by gang stalkers and military of illegal aliens. It is incredible. I couldn't imagine that. I mean, I was in Philadelphia and started being attacked again by this doctor of the Sparrow Hospital and tried to have a Nobel Prize working for Hillary Clinton. Fortunately, I reported them and they couldn't have it. This use Christian Illuminati. Anyway, I has trying to avoid this attack. I have to change hotel several times. So I went to New York and especially to visit, and after I went to Washington D.C. Washington D.C. is considered a city that is not even part of the United States. According with some agreements, all this territory of the Washington D.C. is not even part of the United States, and in fact, it is like that. Okay, no, the U.S. agencies, no, I couldn't see any even military. It was strange, but what I can tell you is that I see a lot of gun stalkers, a complete military uh, of illegal aliens protecting the White House when I was trying to visit it. So I was driving, and these guys they were attacking me with everything they got. So I have several pills for pressure pills to control my pressure because it was getting so high. So when you have nanotechnology implants or MK Ultra, your pressure and even your sugar is going so high, and you can take insulin, you can take um, pressure pills, and they don't work at all. So you have to increase the doses and wait for time, wait and wait, because at the end of the day, this implant, this nanotechnology, this NK Ultra can be right off, or I mean, they can disappear slowly and slowly. It's an electronic device. It might be done with natural chemistry, but it's not human. Okay, it's not something that it can renew like our body. Okay, so it is incredible that this situation it is happening. Also, what I can see that they were connected with the mafia. The guys that they control the Washington D.C. at that moment were the Black Panthers. Okay, so we're talking about the legal aliens, especially Central Americans, surrounding the White House, and they were attacking in this case me. And I was a target individual, but I can assure you that nobody can go close enough to the White House if these guys they don't want. Okay, so it is incredible. I mean, they were not Americans protecting the White House, but instead of that, them the the illegal aliens of a military or gun stalkers. In the case of instead of the agencies, they were the Black Panthers. So you can imagine. But this Black Panthers is, I mean, they're working together with the KKK or with the Mexican mafias, Italian mafias, and others. So they are well communicated. Only they are the front of all these elites of the Illuminati. Okay, we know that even when there was, we have or we continue having slavery in the south part of Texas, there were blacks helping the KKK and others to keep the slavery. That's the same situation. I mean, these Black Panthers are part of that, and they were protecting the White House, and even they get into the communication of the radio of the car that I was driving. Okay, and they insult me. They said, "Oh, you are the first one that is passing all this barrier." I think so because I was taking a lot of pressure pills. Even the other day, I went to the White House. And in that particular, I was I quit a device to measure my pressure, and it was so high. But in this case, attacked by real electromagnetic weapons. I mean, talking about really, I'm talking about military. Okay, so I had to go. I had to go out immediately of the White House and immediately of the Washington D.C. trying to avoid to be there, especially when Obama was there. I don't know if the same situation it is happening with Donald Trump, but maybe they changed the Black Panther by the KKK. So it's for me, it's going to it's the same. So there is like a chill of these illegal aliens protecting the White House. It is incredible. If you don't know it, I can show you that it is confirmed. Okay, because these guys they were recording me. Uh, they have microphones. They have webcams. I can assure you in my car. Even they were giving me electroshock in the car. I mean, they prepared it. It was a renting car. Anyway, thank you very much for listening me. I hope that you like this program. Make clicking like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share my video. Thank you very much. God bless you.